Hello, what's up mga ka-Math Learner? Isang magandang araw sa inyo. Welcome sa ating session dito sa Math Learning with Sir Ash. At today, I will be discussing the fourth lesson about fraction. So ano ba ang fourth lesson na ito? This is all about multiplication of fractions or multiplying fractions. Now, in this discussion, I will be giving you 3 different methods at pagpipilian ninyo sa saan sa tatlong methods na yun ang mas pabor kayo o mas madali sa inyo. At ituturo ko din kung paano mag-multiply ng whole number sa isang fraction, mixed number sa isa pang fraction. So, wag na nating patagalin. Before we start, kindly click that subscribe button and notification bell para updated kayo sa ating mga discussions. Hello, what's up mga ka-Math Learner? Ako pa rin ang inyong abot kamay na math teacher si Sir Ash. At welcome sa ating discussion for today about fractions. Specifically, in multiplication of fractions. Now, paano ba mag-multiply ng fractions? Well, mas madali ang pag-multiply ng fractions kaysa sa pag-a-add at pagsasubtract ng mga fractions. Bakit? It's because we are only considering 3 process or 3 steps sa pag-multiply ng fractions. At napakadali yun. So, simulan natin ang mga example para mas matuto kayo sa discussion. Now, ito mga ka-Math Learner, isang example. Example number 1 natin, paano ba mag-multiply ng mga fractions? Well, actually, kapag madali lang masyado ang isang problem at saka naka-simplify na sila lahat, step 1, napakadali lang. Multiply the numerators. Then, after that, step 2, multiply the denominators. Then after that, simplify. Napakadali lang. Ulitin natin. First is, we multiply the numerator. So 2 times 4, that is 8. And then, we multiply the denominators. 3 times 5, and that is 15. Then, if we try to simplify 8 over 15, it is already in the lowest term. Bakit naka-lowest term? Because wala nang ibang number na pwede pang makabigay or simplify sa numerator at denominator except 1. So, since it is only 1, therefore, naka-lowest term na yan siya. Ganun lang kadali mga ka-Math Learner. Okay mga ka-Math Learner, example number 2 naman tayo. Dito sa example number 2, I will be teaching you 3 different methods. Okay, the first method is I will be calling it direct multiplication. Yung itinuro ko kanina sa example number 1, yun yung gagawin natin. Okay, method number 1. Ito yun. So 4 times 3, that is 12. 9 times 8, that is 72. However, ang 72 ay pwede pa nating i-simplify. So we can simplify this by dividing it by 2. This will become 6 over 36. And we know that 6 and 36 are both divisible by 6. So we can divide this both by 6. And the answer is 1, 6. So that is our final answer gamit ang method number 1, which is direct multiplication. Remember, in the direct multiplication, you can multiply all the numerators, then answer, multiply all the denominators, then answer, then simplify. Ganun lang kadali. Now, ano naman tong method number 2? The same problem pa rin, pero ituturo ko sa inyo ang method number 2. Itong method number 2, ito yung tinatawag natin na prime factorization. Okay, based on this one, so ito yun na, method 1, and this is our method 2. So based on this one, 4 and 9, they are not in their prime factorization or hindi sila naka-prime numbers pa. So ipa-factor natin sila. So our 4 will become, our 4 will become 2 times 2, while our 9 will become 3 times 3. Alright, then we have our multiplication here. Since our 3 is already in a simplified form, kasi prime number na ang 3, so hindi na natin siya gagalawin pa. Next, 8. We all know that 8 is not yet a prime number. So if we use the prime factorization, we have 2 times 2 times 2. Kasi 2 times 4 ang 8 eh. Pero ang 4 pwede pang biyakin. So that is 2 times 2 times 2. So we have now 2 times 2 times 3 sa taas and 3 times 3 times 2 times 2 times 2 sa baba. Now, anong next gagawin natin dito? Ang gagawin lang natin is to cancel out kung ano yung kapareho sa taas at kapareho sa baba. So since may isang 2, pwede mo i-cancel yan. May isang 2, i-cancel ulit. may isang 3 at isang 3, ika-cancel mo. Kung ano yung natira, yun na lang ang i-multiply mo. So since sa ating numerator, wala nang natira, it is understood that that is 1. Ulitin ko, pag wala nang matira sa isang part ng fraction, whether it is numerator or denominator, understood, 1 ang sagot. Klaro tayo doon mga ka-ML? Alright, now, dito sa denominator, meron tayong 3 and 2. So 3 and 2 na lang natira, so 3 times 2, that is 6. And they are just the same. Alright. Okay, now, for method number 3 naman tayo. Sir Ash, ano ba itong method number 3? Well, actually, itong method number 3, ito yung pinakagusto ko sa lahat. My opinion only. Pero depende sa inyo kung ano yung mas pabor sa inyo. Itong method number 3, ito yung tinatawag na cancellation. So, bago ka mag-multiply, you will try to cancel them kung ano yung mga pwedeng i-lowest term. Tapos, kung na-cancel mo na sila, saka ka pa mag-multiply. Now, ang advantage ng cancellation is that once you cancel them, you are already in your final answer. Okay? Once na-cancel mo na sila, tapos na-multiply mo na, ang sagot na makukuha mo, naka-lowest term na siya kaagad. Example, ito yun. Now, method number 3 tayo. Dito sa method number 3, we have here 4 and 8, tama? So, isulat muna natin ang given. That is 4 over 9 times 3 over 8. Okay. Dito, 4 over 9 times 3 over 8. Okay. Now, let's try. As we all know, 4 and 8, pwede mo i-cancel out yan. Kasi 4 and 8 are divisible by 4. So, if this is divided by 4, this will become 1. If this is divided by 4, this will become 2. However, 3 and 9 are also compatible. They are divisible by 3. So, we can divide them by 3. So, 3 here will become 1. And 3 and 9 here will become 3. Because 9 divided by 3 is 3. Now, let me emphasize mga ka-math learner. Hindi lang puro yung opposite side or I mean, yung numerator to the other denominator ang titignan mo. Lahat. As long as kung mayroong compatible na nasa numerator at denominator na pwede mong i-divisible by a certain number aside from 1, then you get the simplified form. Okay. So since here, 1 at 1 na lang ang natira, we have 1 times 1, that is 1. 3 times 2, that is 6. And that is our final answer. And by just using the cancellation, you already have your final answer. At hindi mo na kailangan pang mag-lowest term kasi naka-lowest term siya during sa ating pagka-cancel. Ganun lang mga ka-math learner. Alright! So now, what if ang tanong, Sir Ash, what if kung ang given naman ay isang whole number at isang fraction, paano mo mag-multiply? Okay, ganito yan. Okay mga ka-math learner, we are already in our third example. Whole number times fraction or fraction times whole number, they are just the same. Ang tanong, paano ba mag-multiply? Okay, ganito lang mga ka-math learner. Always remember na kapag binigyan ka ng isang whole number, lahat ng whole number ay merong invisible na over 1. Okay? So, meron din siyang invisible na over 1. So, because consider natin ang invisible na over 1, we have our numerator as the 24 for that whole number and a denominator of 1 for that whole number. Okay? So, magiging fraction na siya, technically. So, since this will become a fraction, and this is also a fraction, then we can apply what we have just learned in our method. So, magiging 24 over 1 na siya times 2 over 3. And as I told you earlier, mas madali kung gagamitan natin ito ng cancellation. So, we have here 24 and 3, they are divisible with each other. So, they are both divisible by 3. So, magiging 1 na lang ito. At ito 24 divided by 3, that will become 8. So, we have now 8 times 2, that is 16. 1 times 1, that is 1. And our final answer is a whole number, 16. So, 24 times 2/3 is equal to 16. Ganon lang kadali mga ka-math learner. Okay, now, question. What if mixed number multiplied by a fraction man? Alright mga ka-math learner, we are down to our final example. So, paano ba sagutin kung meron tayong isang mixed number at saka fraction? So, ganito lang kadali mga ka-math learner, ang gagawin lang natin is to convert our mixed number into an improper fraction. So, magiging fraction to fraction na siya later on. So, how do we convert 2 and 2/3 into an improper fraction. So madali lang, gagawin mo lang is to multiply 2 and 3 and that will become 6. 6 added by 2 sa numerator natin and that will become 8/3. Okay? 8/3 times 1/4. So if we multiply 8/3 times 1/4, we can still use our cancellation. So this is divisible by 4. Ito magiging 1, ito magiging 2. And 2 times 1, that is 2. 3 times 1, and that is 3. And that is our final answer. Now, madaling-madali lang masyado ang pag-multiply ng fractions because in multiplying fractions, you don't need to consider whether they are dissimilar fractions or similar fractions. As long as they are fraction to fraction, again, what you will do is you just multiply all the numerators and then you multiply all the denominators. Then after that, you can simplify by getting the lowest term. Another method is by the use of prime factorization. You can factor all the prime numbers in the numerator and you can factor all the denominators in the numbers in the denominator, and then you cancel out those that are identical numbers, and then after that, kung ano yung natira, you multiply, then simplify. And lastly, para sa ating third method, which is yung pinakamabilis, the cancellation, in which you tend to check all of the numerators and all of the denominators and find what numbers are compatible to have the same factor or divisible number sa kanilang dalawa. And yun ang gagamitin mo to factor them out. And sa ganung paraan, malo-lowest term mo na agad-agad ang mga given fractions before you multiply them. At yung sagot mo doon will be already in the lowest term. I hope marami kayong natutunan dito sa ating discussion for today, mga ka-math learner. Ito pa rin ang inyong abot kamay na math teacher, si Sir Ash. At ngayon ay bibigyan ko naman kayo ng mga try this examples para i-check kung meron ba kayong natutunan dito sa ating topic. Ito yon. Okay mga ka-math learner, hopefully klaro na sa inyo kung paano mag-multiply ng fractions. If ever meron medyo konting confusion pa, do not hesitate to comment down below para at least pwede nating ma-discuss yan at matulungan ko pa kayo. Lagi niyong tatandaan na masarap matuto ng mathematics kapag marami tayong nagsasama-sama. Maraming salamat, take care, and good day.
Okay, bye.